Hello, I'm Isabel Alexander, and it's that time of year again. It's the time of year that we are thinking about the next year. And we're thinking about strategic plans, as I discussed on a recent episode of this podcast. And we're also thinking about our goals, our aspirations for the new year coming, personally and professionally. One of the activities that I do annually, this is a tradition of mine for quite some time, and that is to choose a word or a theme to really anchor me into the new year and the intentions that I have for outcomes and experiences. My process refined and honed over a few years. And in fact, I included as part of my visual encore plan, which is my own customized brand of creating a vision board and a strategic plan for my business and my life, because as we've discussed, after all, as a woman business owner, as an entrepreneur, we really have only one whole life, and that is finding that beautiful blend of energy and results in our personal life and our professional life. But getting back to the word, what I really like to focus on is a word, a verb that expresses the action, the energy that I want to feel going into the year. And when I'm wavering in my emotion or energetic focus, that by repeating that word to myself and seeing it, and I'll share some of my strategies with you in a minute, that it anchors me back into, oh yes, this is the way I intend to feel. This is the emotion that I have attached to the reasons, the why I am pursuing these objectives and goals. Some of the strategies that I employ is, first of all, the word or verb, as I prefer to call it, should be like fuel, just propelling you forward to accomplish what you want to do. And it should be a word that really anchors into you physically and emotionally. For instance, a couple of years ago, my word, or and it's fine if you want to hyphenate or make a phrase, was tune in. And in many ways, that is still an absolutely perfect verb or theme for me in going forward. But I'm feeling like there's something a little even more powerful for me coming up. But tuning in for me expressed everything I needed to remember about tuning into my gut, tuning into my feelings, my intuition, tuning into what was going on around me, not getting too immersed in myself, but being aware of everything, and tuning into the people around me and how they affected me, tuning into electronic devices and tuning out those electronic devices, and tuning out the people with negative energy that weren't going to bring me closer to the future self, the goals that I desired. So I don't have my word yet for 2024. I've started a list. In fact, I've got a list on my refrigerator of some of the words that are kind of coming to me through exposure, circumstances, downloads from the universe, as I do often get, and I do try to tune into those. I don't have that yet. I'll come back and share it with you as soon as I do know. But if you're thinking about having a word for yourself for the new year, let me just give you some of these suggestions. These are part of what I share in the curriculum of a program I created called the Visual Encore Plan, which is my unique methodology of combining the best practices from vision boards, from manifestation practices, and also strategic planning, because I'm an entrepreneur. So it's important to me to include that process, that kind of thinking. So thinking of your word, let me suggest, keep it short, keep it energetic, and of course, keep it meaningful. Can't be something that somebody else puts on you. It's yours and yours alone. Say it with conviction and say it often. Really anchor that into your subconscious and your conscious practices. Now, if you're so inclined, you can sing it in the shower. And hey, I may or may not have done that often. Write it in your journal. We all know the kinesthetic benefits of writing. Write it in your journal, doodle it all over the place, put it on Post-it notes, stick it in the kitchen, on the cupboards, and on the bathroom mirror, wherever you're going to find it, see it often. I also use liquid chalk or dry erase markers, and I use that as well. I write it on mirrors in the house or on windows. You can even write it on appliances because heck, just washes off, right? Draw little pictures that remind you of that word. You can make a hashtag out of your word, your theme, your verb for the year, and include that in your personal posts and your business posts, if that's relevant and then appropriate for you. Put a sticker on your alarm clock. So that's the first thing that you see every day, that you are reminded of the word that you chose, the theme, and your intention of how you want to feel and show up that day. You can take a photo of your word and make it a screensaver on your devices. So every time you power up or pick up your phone, you see that again. So whatever it is, make sure that your word is action-oriented, emotionally connected to you, very vivid and visible to you on a regular basis, because we know, especially as women and entrepreneurs, there are lots of distractions that get in the way of us living our intentions. So having a constant reminder of what you intended to feel and your theme for your year, and that's attached to all of the plans that you make for that year, that will exponentially increase your success in having that be the year that you intended. So stay tuned. I will post in my social media as soon as I have decided firmly on the verb that will propel me through 2024. I'd love if you share in comments in our Facebook group, the Lift As You Climb movement, or send me a message through this podcast on YouTube and share what's the word that you've chosen. I'll see you real soon.